Hi there. So in the following video, I want to walk you through the initial steps that you need to take in order to get started with a flow theme. Now, it doesn't really matter whether you're using the Asaka theme, Cube, Crowd, Monte, whatever it may be. The process generally remains the same. However, you are more than welcome to tweak out the process as you see fit best. The following video is normally my process, the way I like to work around whenever creating my theme and whenever I'm just starting off fresh with a WordPress site. So what I've done here is just kind of mapped out my game plan, what I'm going to do, and I'll start off by creating my pages. I'll then create my menu and then assign a home page. Simply because whenever you start off with WordPress, you end up on a blog page with the WordPress default Hello World blog post, and you only have the sample page within your menu. There's really nothing else within the site. So those will be my initial steps. I'll then start customizing my pages by assigning page templates, adding in some content, and only then creating my home page as one of the last steps. The reason for this is because the home page is built out of various sections, for example, like latest blog posts, latest galleries, etc. So it's kind of hard to build out a home page when you don't have any content to assign to it, like blog posts or galleries. Alright, and then as the final stages, I start tweaking the site by changing out the colors, fonts, and just kind of work on the styling a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. This is what your standard dashboard would look like. We'll head on over to the pages area and start off the process. So I'll click on add new several times to create several pages. So I'll start off by creating my home page. I'll then create a blog page, galleries page, contact, and about page. These are the kind of standard generic pages that you'll begin with. Of course, you can add more pages as you go, such as investment and so forth. All right. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, and now that my pages have been added, our next step is to create our menu. So for this to happen, we'll need to go over to Appearance and click on Menus. I'll open this up in a new tab. And here you can see that we have our menu structure. Now in this case, click on Create Menu. And you'll then need to click on Primary Menu and click on Save Menu one more time. This way, if we now refresh the front end of our website, you'll see that the navigation menu has been added to our header. Alright, now whenever creating the navigation menu, you can also drag these pages around into any preferred order. So let's say I'll have home, then I'll have blog, galleries, about, contact, and I also have the following sample page, which I do not require anymore. So for the sample page, I will simply remove it from my menu. Now you'll also notice that I have two different home pages. I have home page as a custom link, and then I have the home page as the actual page that I created. So the one as the custom link, go ahead and remove that as well. So click here to remove and it'll be gone. And then click on Save Menu one more time. Alright, and let's refresh this once again to make sure that our menu is nice and neatly put together. Alright, there we go. Now everything is nice and good. Let me just move homepage here. Okay, so now that we've done that, we need to assign a homepage, because if we click on the logo, we end up still on our blog page, and if we click on our home page, we don't really have any content here. So it's kind of home, but once you click on the logo, which is supposed to redirect you to the home page, it takes you to the blog page. Alright, so in order for that to happen, you'll need to head on over to the settings area and click on Reading. Within this section, you need to assign a home page. So select the following option, select a static page, and then for the front page, select Home, and then click on Save Changes. Okay, and at this point, if we refresh our page once again, you'll see that our home page has changed to Home, And within the following pages area, if we refresh this page, you'll see that home is assigned as front page. Okay, so at this point, this is the very initial process that we need to take in order to get started. Now, we've already built out our structure. We have our menu, we have all of the pages that we want to have within our website, and we have our home page assigned. So now we need to start adding in our page templates and our content. So for this to happen, we'll go back to our pages area, and we will open up our pages one at a time and assign the appropriate page templates. For the sample page, you can trash it if it's not required. Okay, so for the about page, we'll head on over to the templates area, and we will select the default page template. Once this page template is selected, we have a number of options that show. However, this section can be different for any specific theme. For Asaka, these are the options that I have. If you're using Crowd, Porto, or any other theme for that matter, you will have different options. But for the sake of the following video, let's just stick to the very generic settings that we have. So I select my page template as about page, I click on update, and I repeat the process. For my blog page, I will need to select my listing page template, and for the content within the following area, so we'll go over to the listing section. I want to assign blog posts to the following page, so I'll click on update here. Now, once again, depending on which theme you're using, this section can be different. In some of our other themes, we have additional customization options within this area whereby you can select whether you want to show galleries or blog posts, etc. So the process can be slightly different. However, these generic steps, without going too much into detail, these generic steps apply for all themes. Alright, so let's head on over to our next page, which is our contact page. We'll assign the appropriate page template, and we'll click on update. Actually, we need to add in our email address, so it'll be info@flothemes.com, and then we will click on update. Alright, and then for our galleries page, once again, we will select the listing page template. However, for the actual content that is shown within our listings, this will be changed to galleries. Alright, now we'll click on update. Okay, so now that we've assigned all of our page templates, let's head on over to, I actually forgot to assign our home page, so we'll open up our home page as well. There we go. For the default page template, we will select home page and click on update. Alright, so at this point, let's go ahead and refresh our home page once again. And now we have a blank page. As you can see, we do not have our page title. If we click on our menu, we go over to our blog posts. We have the Hello World, which is the default WordPress blog post. We have that listed here on our blog page. For our galleries page, we have no content here yet, so we'll start adding in content just a little bit later. For the about page, we just have the generic demo dummy content that's included into the theme by default. And for the contact page, once again, this is just the default contact page without any additional customizations. Alright, once again, we will not be talking about customizing the theme because this is for, because I'm working with the Asaka theme, and we're just talking about the general setup process first. Alright, so now that we've added our page templates to every single section, I'd suggest that you start by adding in several blog posts and several galleries, and then also add some content to your about page. So let me just close off the following pages, and we'll head on over to the posts section. This is essentially where you'll be creating all of your blog posts. So to create a new blog post, click on add new, and you'll add in your blog post title and then just start adding in some basic content. So I'm going to speed up the following video just to save us some time. I'll add our blog post title. We do have separate videos on how to create blog posts for each theme individually and the options within that. So I'm just going to create something very, very generic. Alright. Alright, so now that I've added my blog post content, we also have a section here where you can add categories or create new ones. So by default you have uncategorized, so create here to click here to add a new category. So let's say this will be weddings. So you click on add new category and it's added here, and you may also want to add, let's say, personal, and click on add new category. Now you can select to which category the following blog post is related to. So it'll be just weddings at the moment, and then click on publish. Now if you also want to manage your categories, within the following left hand sidebar we have underneath posts, we have all posts, add new, and then we have categories. So click here, and in this section you can also create new categories, and you can delete categories if you want to remove them from the following area. Simply hover over the category that you want to remove, click on delete, and it will be removed. Now whenever adding a new category, you just type in the title and click on add new category, and it'll be added here. It is not necessary to add the slug or to select a parent. Okay, so the process is pretty simple in this section as well. Alright, so now that we've added one blog post, what I am going to do is just add several more posts. I'll just kind of speed up this video just to save us some time, and then I'll see you guys there once I have 3 to 6 different blog posts created in this area, and then we'll also create several galleries. So now that I've created all of my blog posts, as you can see them listed out here, I can go ahead and remove Hello World, my default WordPress blog post. And if I head on over to the front end of my website, I will go over to blog, and you will see that I have all of my blog posts listed out here. Alright, so let's go ahead and repeat the exact same process for our galleries. We'll create several galleries. The category process is exactly the same as for the blog posts. You can create your categories here by just simply adding in the title, or you can create your categories once you start the actual process of adding in a new gallery within this area here. Okay, so once again, I'll speed up the following video, just add several galleries. Once again, for every theme individually, we do have separate videos on how to create blog posts and galleries as well, so refer to those, not to this one specifically, because the process is going to be a little bit faster and you won't get much detail out of it. Alright, so I'll see you guys once I am finished creating my galleries. Okay, so all of my galleries are now created, and if we head on over to the following galleries page, we will refresh this, and you can see that all of my galleries will appear in this area. Alright, so I do have several other sections that I need to customize, for example like my about page and contact page. However, for the sake of this video, I will skip this because once again these processes are slightly different and individual to each theme specifically. Alright, so I do recommend that you watch those videos separately about how to customize the about and the contact pages as well. Alright, so at this point what I'm going to do is jump on over to my home page, but once again the process may be different depending on which theme you are using, so I'll just kind of show you how to generally set up some of the options that are very generic and very similar in most themes. So first of all, we'll start off by creating our image slideshow, and then just kind of start adding in some basic content. So in order to create slideshows, you'll head on over to slideshow and click on add new. In the general slideshows area, while this page is loading, you'll have a list of every single slideshow that you've created so far. So this will be home slideshow. I'll then go ahead and click on add slides and select several images from my media library. Now once again, we do have separate videos for each theme individually with specific slideshow options. Okay, so I have all of my slideshows here, all of the images, and I will click on publish. And at this point, and this is the same for every single theme, you need to head on over to Pages, open up your home page or the page to which you want to assign the following slideshow, and you have the option to well, for some themes you need to enable the slideshow, but generally you have the option of selecting a specific slideshow for this specific page. This interface can be slightly different, once again depending on the theme, but the process is generally the same, and if it's not the same from what you're seeing here, do refer to the slideshow section that is specific to your theme. Okay, I'll then click on update, and if I refresh my home page once again, you'll see that I have my slideshow assigned. Okay, so at this point we'll then add some other general content to my home page. Once again, because I'm using the Osaka theme, I have the page just kind of pre-built with the following sections. So I'll just do a quick run through these options, speed up the video, add some basic content, and create my home page. In your case, depending on which theme you're using, once again, these options can be slightly different. However, it is helpful to make sure that you have your galleries and your blog posts already created, so that if you add your latest blog post or latest galleries, feed it to the homepage, you actually have some content and it doesn't look half empty once you start working on it. All right. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and start working on the homepage real quick. Alright, so I finalized customizing my homepage. I will refresh my homepage for the Osaka theme, and you'll see that I have my image slideshow. As we scroll down, we have additional content. We have intro text, we have a short about me section, and then we have some of my latest galleries, whatever it may be, and then a few latest blog posts. And this is the area that I was referring to, and this is pretty standard for many themes, is that you want to make sure that you have at least some blog posts, even if it's a dummy blog posts that you may want to create initially, just so you can kind of build out the structure first. Alright, so yeah, at this point we've kind of built out our website. You'll see that everything looks nice and neat. We have content within all of our pages for the homepage, blog, galleries page, about page, and contact page. Everything else, everything is structured accordingly. So at this point, what you want to do is probably just work on the styling, like adding in your logo, changing out the fonts, adjusting colors where needed, adjusting the blog posts and the gallery post layouts, your gallery listing layouts, blog listing layouts, and so forth. So yeah, this is just kind of a very generic video on the initial steps that you need to take in order to get started. Once again, this is what I generally do when I get started with a new theme. I build out the structure first, the skeleton, and then I start tweaking it with adjusting fonts, colors, adding in my social media, and playing around with the layouts as well. Alright, so I do hope this video helps, just kind of get a general understanding of where to go and what to do once the theme has just been installed. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys around later in our next videos, and be sure to watch the theme specific videos on how to create blog posts, galleries, about, contact, and so forth. Alright, so thanks again, and I'll see you guys there.